Elliot Graves had always been an ordinary man. At least, that's what he believed. He worked in a small art restoration shop, spent his evenings reading in his quiet apartment, and lived a life that never seemed to shift in any remarkable way. Until the day he found the painting. It was tucked away in the attic of a crumbling estate he'd been hired to help clear. The moment he pulled the dusty cloth away, his breath caught in his throat. The painting was of a grand cityscape, but what stunned him was not the quality. It was the movement. The streets in the painting seemed to shimmer as if caught in the golden light of late afternoon. He swore he saw people shifting within the brushstrokes, their blurred outlines hinting at movement just beneath the surface. Elliot's fingers trembled as he traced the artist's signature in the corner. DS. 2 simple letters, unfamiliar and mysterious. He had restored hundreds of paintings, but this one felt different. He brought the canvas home, intending to study it further. That night, as he lay in bed, his mind kept replaying the scene. The way the light in the painting shifted. The way the figures seemed just out of reach, as though trapped in time. Then, at exactly midnight, he woke to a soft whisper. It wasn't a voice exactly, more like the rustling of pages turning in a book. He sat up, heart pounding. The painting was no longer on the floor where he had left it. It was on the wall, perfectly centered, though he had never hung it. Elliot swallowed hard. He reached for the switch and flicked on the light. His breath hitched. The painting had changed. The city was no longer empty. The streets, once frozen in an eternal dusk, were now filled with shadowy figures. Their features were blurred, but they were there, walking, pausing, turning as if aware of his gaze. And in the foreground, at the very edge of the painting, stood a man in a dark coat, his back turned to Elliot. A chill crept down his spine. He had spent years studying old masterpieces, but never before had he encountered a painting that changed. He told himself it had to be a trick of the light, a tired mind seeing things that weren't there. Yet as he stepped closer, his reflection in the glass showed something that made his stomach twist. The man in the painting had turned slightly, and though his face was still hidden, Elliot could feel, without a doubt, that he was watching him.